my bed. Ain't gotta be, hey, gotta be chill like a Sunday. Never wanna look too thirsty. Put your drink, got me feeling where you at. Make you feel love. Then it gotta be, hey, gotta be chill like a Sunday. Then it gotta be.
Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we're back with another video. And as you guys saw by the thumbnail and the title, we are trying a new eyeshadow palette today that I am super excited to play with. So as you can see, my makeup is done and I did create this look using this palette. We have the Fury 2.0 palette by Beauty Bay. This is a 42 color palette. Let me just give you guys a little looky look. Look at this beauty. This is a 7x6 palette, so 7 in a row, 6 in a column, 42 shades, and look at the variety you get. This palette is beautiful. This look that I created came out super bomb, really easy to use. And yeah, if you want to see how I created this look using this amazing palette and seeing my final thoughts, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I have my eyebrows done. I have the palette right here. And I popped my contacts in. I haven't had these on in like months. So your girl is back. Even though I kind of like how I look with my regular dark brown eyes. But you know, sometimes I like to switch it up. So here's the palette. This is the Beauty Bay Fury 2.0 42 color palette. And this thing is gorgeous. I did a haul video and I will leave it linked down below and in the eye, but this is what the colors look like. I'm using natural lighting, so this is a little bit more true to color. There's a lot of neutral tones up here, some warm tones here, some pops of color, some berries, and some more like warm tone shades. This color is freaking, this palette is gorgeous. For the main part, when I do just eyeshadow videos, it's like a point and blend type of situation. But these shades do have the name, so I'll try to pop the name up on the screen. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna prime my eyes. I didn't clean up my brows. As you can see, they look a little bit crazy. To clean up my brows, I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Fix Medium Yellow Ultimate Coverage Concealer with salicylic acid in it, I believe. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Becca Shoe Eyeshadow Primer in medium 1. And I'm also going to mix in a little bit of the Makeup Revolution Concealer. So I'm not sure if you guys remember how I told you my son keeps getting into some of my palettes and digging his nail. And he hasn't done that in a while. But I left my my makeup bag open. My Ali Glines makeup bag open, and he got a hold of this because this was like brand new, and he kind of got this everywhere, on himself, on my bed, on my pillowcases, on my makeup storage unit. As you can probably guess, I don't leave that open anymore. Okay, so this is where I'm at with the eyes. Now I'm going to do liner, mascara, and falsies. And then I'll go off camera, do the rest of my face, and come back with the lower lash line, and then the outro. So liner, using my holy grail, you already know, my Essence Precise, super precise eyeliner. And then for mascara, I'm taking the I Heart Revolution Tasty Peach Mascara. And then for falsies, I'm going to be applying the Kiss Couture Triple Push-Up Lashes. They're 25mm lashes in the style Chimais or Chimais. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so mascara, liners, lashes are on. So I'm gonna take the tape off now. So there was barely any fallout, which is impressive. Everything that I used was super pigmented, so stay tuned for a whole bunch of looks with this palette because I'm super freaking impressed. So I'm gonna start the base and I'll come back with the lower lash line. So for the inner liner, waterline thing, I'm using the Rimmel Scandalized liner in black and the same mascara I used on the top lashes for the bottom. Okay, so that is it for eyes. I'm gonna come back with my jewelry on, looking all cute, whatever, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the palette. Okay, so this is the completed look. I am super impressed with the formula on this eyeshadow palette. The mattes blend out so effortlessly. I'm freaking impressed. I could probably do a little bit more blending there. Give me 1 second. Okay, as you can see, it was harsh there, but I blended it out. Again, that just proves my point, how effortlessly the mattes blend out in this palette. The pigment is so freaking bomb. Like, this just makes me want to get the first version of this palette. But the colors in this palette are super amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. The freaking glitters and pressed glitters and metallics perform amazing. This color right here, which is called Sun, is beautiful for the inner corner. That's what I used on the inner corner. And then for my brow bone, I used the shade Latte, which is the shade right here with my little fan brush. So let me just give you a quick rundown of all the shades that I did use. So I started off with the shade Silk, which is this second shade in the first row. I used that to set down my primer. And then I went in with the shade called Bagel, which is this shade right here, for a nice transition shade. And then I went into the shade called Acorn, which is this third shade in the second row. I used that right below my crease, like right below the transition shade, to give some definition and dimension. And then I went in with the shade Saffron, which is the shade right here. It's like a deep maroon berry color. And then what do I do next? I think I cut the crease next, and then I started applying this shade, which is called Laces, which is like a nice berry red matte shimmer type of shade, because it wasn't super metallic or anything. So I thought that was a really pretty color, which is kind of right there. And then I went in with the shade called Crystal right here for the inner portion of the lid, which is gorgeous. It's like a pressed glitter type of formula. It kind of reminds me of ColourPop's Super Shock formula. It's like super putty, like when you press your brush into it, you can see it moving. And then to marry the inner corner shimmer and the outer shimmer, the shade Lace, I used this shade next to Laces, and it's called Kisses, and it's like the perfect mix between these two shades. Like, it made the ombre just right. And then when I came back, I did add some black, and this black is super pigmented. It's called Raven. Perfect name for it. Super dark, super deep. And I thought the berry look was a little bit too berry for me, so I wanted to deepen it up a bit, and I threw in the black. And honey, make sure you tap off every single bit of excess on the brush, because that black went a long way. And you guys saw I only tapped into it. And then I basically went back with the transition shades to make everything look seamless. And of course, on the inner corner, again, I used the shade right here, which is called Sun, and it is super vibrant. I am in love with this palette, and I do see myself using this quite a bit. And the mirror in here is like really good quality. It's super huge, like you can see your entire face. If you need to get up close, you can do that as well. I believe this was 20 or 24 bucks. If you haven't tried Beauty Base Formula, I highly recommend you start off with this palette. It's super huge. The colors in here are amazing. The pigment's bomb. I see myself putting this in a monthly favorites very soon, but I do need to play around with more of the colors before I do that. So hopefully they perform just as good. So yeah, on that note, I am super impressed with this palette. It is Serenity Rose approved. I give this a 10 out of 10. And you know, a lot of products don't get a 10 out of 10 from me. You got to be really, really good for me to give you a 10 out of 10. But based off of this look and the blendability of everything, she is most definitely getting a 10. Highly recommend again. And yeah, that brings this video to an end. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think about this look. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be part of the Rose family and enter monthly and other giveaways that I have. Yeah, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Can
you play that again?
Give me some fire, baby.